Hey, Rain City. I remember about 11 years ago, before we launched this church, that while we were prepping to plant what would become Rain City Church, Marissa and I were reading a blog, and it said that you only launch one church in your lifetime. And what the author meant is that whether we knew it or not, there was a Herculean task that was set before us. And launching a church from the ground up completely independently is easily the biggest and toughest thing that we've ever done in our lifetimes. And it's a task that you really only have enough energy to do once in a lifetime.
It required all of our effort, enthusiasm, and emotional energy, and our lives looked very, very different then. We were 11 years younger when we launched this church in our early 30s. Liam, our oldest, was 5.5, Finn was 2.5, and Harper wasn't even born yet. That was a very different season than we're in now. We're both in our early 40s and feeling it. Liam is 16, Finn is 13, and Harper is 8 now, and we're both really tired. As I'm sure every one of you has also experienced, this last year has brought with it a deep exhaustion, and it's been really hard.
And this last year has affected Rain City Church in a really significant way. I mean, we saw people leave because they were frustrated that we weren't meeting soon enough. We saw people leave because they thought we were trying to meet again too soon. We saw people leave because we taught the Bible in a way that didn't align exactly with their political party of choice. We saw people leave because they thought we didn't take a strong enough stance on social issues. We saw people leave because they thought we took too strong of a stance on social issues. We saw people leave because they thought that the Enneagram was satanic. We saw people leave because they thought we weren't doing enough. We saw people leave because they were relocating for a new job. We saw people leave because they wanted to move to a more affordable area. We saw people leave because they were moving to be closer to family, and countless other reasons. But the bottom line is this: we saw a lot of people leave. And then on top of all that, as you probably remember, because of the reality of COVID and not being able to meet for the last over a year, we had to lay off our entire staff last summer and try to figure out how to reinvent church during a quarantine with just me and Matt on staff. But now, because of the vaccine, things are starting to open up again, and with that reality, we've been faced with the very difficult decision of what to do next. And for these last few months, we've been talking and praying and trying to determine whether or not we have the energy to relaunch this church from the ground up again.
And we're reminded of what that blog said 11 years ago. You only launch a church once in a lifetime. And to be honest, we've been so tired for the last 4 or 5 years and feel like we've given everything we can give to this place. We lost our house when we first planted this church. We almost lost our adoption. We've lost friendships. We've given our time, energy, heart, and soul to this place because we truly believe in and love this community and what it stands for.
And as difficult as this is for us to say, we feel like it's time for us to move on to whatever God has next. We don't know what that is yet, but just like we trusted His leading when we started this church, we are trusting His leading again to this next unknown chapter. This has been such a difficult decision, especially for me, because I feel like I'm letting so many people down. But after a lot of prayer, thought, and counsel, we both feel that this is the healthiest move that we can make for ourselves and for our family.
These last 11 years have brought us every kind of high and low you can experience. We've had our hearts filled by this beautiful community and are so proud of you. We're so proud of the generosity that you've shown and that we've been able to give away over $1.3 million over the last 10 years.
We're so proud of the impact that we've been able to make through our partners, All God's Children International, Charity Water, and Water for Good. We're so proud of the way that each of you have loved each other so well. We're proud of the way that we've made such a positive impact right here in our own community.
Rain City, we are so proud of you and we love you so much. Thank you for allowing us to lead you for these last 10 years. Sorry.
Now, we know this may come as a shock to many of you and that you probably have a lot of questions about what's next for Rain City Church, what's next for Matt. And so we want to take the next few minutes in this video and answer those questions for you. So right now, we're going to throw it over to our good friend Matt and have him give you an update on his end.
Thanks, Jesse and Marissa. It's been an honor for me and my family to serve alongside all of you these past 6.5 years in building this incredible faith community at Rain City Church. We are truly grateful to all of you who have called and call Rain City home, and for your service, generosity, and spiritual growth. All of it has impacted us deeply. It has been an incredible journey, and I feel so lucky to have worked with Jesse and Marissa and all of our former staff and teams as partners in ministry here. The local and global impacts we've been witnesses to and servants of have truly been miraculous, and we are forever changed because of our time here and because of you. When Jesse and Marissa let me know about their decision to step down, my first reaction was to take on the challenge of leading this community into a new chapter. However, after reflecting on the reality of our current situation, both culturally and economically, and after not having met in person for more than a year, with all of this combined with the Butterworth's decision, I have decided that at this time in my life, now is not the time for me and my family personally to take on the primary lead in relaunching this church from scratch. I don't know what's next for me and my family, and we are optimistic, hopeful, and curious as to what God will do next in our lives and in the lives of you, the great people of Rain City. And now I want to throw it over to Paul and Carissa to give you an update from the board.
Thanks, Matt. My name is Paul, and this is Carissa, and we serve on the board here at Rain City Church alongside Jesse, Matt, Kathy Lentz, and Vincent Humphrey. When Jesse came to the board and let us know that he felt like it was time to transition from his role at Rain City Church, and then Matt updated us on where he's at, we as a board began to explore what options we have for the future of this community. We talked about several different options, but after a lot of discussion, prayer, and deliberation, we came to the very difficult and unanimous decision that the most prudent path forward for Rain City Church is to dissolve. It pains us to even say those words, and every one of us have been deeply mourning the reality that Rain City as an organization will soon cease to exist. But in reflecting on how deeply this pandemic has impacted this church, we know that this is the healthiest move. Because many of us on the board have been a part of a church community that has struggled along well after it should have closed down, and we've seen how that can feel like a long, slow death. We want to spare this community from that pain. So as of May 1st, Rain City Church will officially dissolve. I know this probably comes as a shock to many of you, and I want to recognize the weight of this situation and give you a moment to take that in.
If you've been around Rain City at all in the last 10 years, you know that it's always been our priority to invest the tithes and offerings from this community directly back into the kingdom as much as possible. That remains our priority right up to the end. After settling our few remaining existing commitments and final compensation, we will be able to give away $325,000, which also includes all giving that was received in the month of April. That money will be split between our longtime partners, All God's Children International, Charity Water, and Water for Good. And through these final investments into the kingdom from Rain City Church, we trust that God will continue to use your generosity to make a difference throughout the world. Speaking of your generosity making an impact, our partners at All God's Children International, Charity Water, and Water for Good wanted to share some words with you. Check this out.
Hello, Rain City Church. John here from Water for Good. I just want to thank you for your generosity and your consistent support over the years to the work that we're doing in the Central African Republic. You've allowed us to really be the tangible hands and feet of Jesus Christ to the people that we're serving there by providing access to clean water. Now, over the years, you collectively have been able to raise and donate over $150,000 to the work that we're doing. That's an enormous impact, and I don't want that number to just fly over your head without thinking about the personal lives, the thousands of people who are being impacted daily because of that generosity. You've helped us expand and grow our maintenance program, which now reaches over 2,000 unique communities with regular ongoing maintenance support for their pumps. That's providing 850,000 people with daily access to clean water because of you. You've helped us drill new wells and put in new projects and raise accessibility to water to people who've never had it before in their life. And now this year, you're helping us to pioneer and engineer new technologies using solar power to be able to reach more people more effectively with a better solution. You guys really are rainmakers. We hope that you understand how grateful we are for your continued support. We hope that each of you will continue to follow along with the work that we're doing. And you can learn more about that at waterforgood.org. But I just want to say thank you on behalf of our staff of over 100 people in the Central African Republic and the thousands of lives that have been changed because of your generosity.
Hey, Rain City, it is Scott Harrison from Charity Water, and I just wanted to say a huge thank you to your incredible community. Because of you, over the last 7 years, we've been able to work together to passionately bring clean and safe drinking water to people in need around the world. Your community cares. Your community has stepped up time and time again with a heart for people, the 10% of the world living without clean water. And we've been able to do a lot together over the years, over the last 7 years. And because of you, over 2,800 people are gonna drink clean and safe water. Because of you, 2,800 plus lives will change in the most profound way. We are so grateful to Rain City, to the community, to all of the individuals that have supported us and more importantly, have supported people in need around the world. We love you. We're grateful for you. What an amazing ride. What a journey. What a lasting impact each of you has made.
Hello, Rain City Church. It's Ben Green here from Charity Water, and I just wanted to extend a huge thank you for 7 years of partnership with Charity Water, for your incredible generosity. 13 communities now having access to clean water because you responded to what you felt called to give. And we are so incredibly grateful for you. And this final gift, this legacy gift to the Charity Water mission is just unbelievable. And we are so grateful. Thank you for living out your faith in a tangible way that is changing lives all around the world, but especially in Ethiopia. Thank you so very much from all of us here at Charity Water. We are so grateful for you.
Hi, Rain City community. This is Maria Johnson. Just the biggest, most heartfelt gratitude and thank you sent your way for the last 7 years. We love you guys. Truly grateful for everything you've done. Because of you, thousands of people in Ethiopia are now drinking clean and safe drinking water. And we've also changed because of your kindness and generosity. Pastor Matt, Pastor Jesse, you guys rock in every sense of the word. Your friendship is a true blessing, and we're just so honored to have been a part of your journey. Wishing you guys the absolute best, sending my love, my blessings, my prayers for all of you. Thank you so much.
Hi friends at Rain City Church. My name is Brady. I'm a member of the team at Charity Water, and it is an immense privilege to be able to record this short video for you, expressing the extent of our immense and sincere gratitude for everything that you've done. You and your church community and your church family have done for ours at Charity Water, and the impact that you've had on hundreds of families around the world. 13 communities, actually, to be exact, that because of you, now have access to life's most basic need. Because of you, families that are spending more time together, students that are healthy and back in school, and women and girls that are saving hundreds of hours every day, not collecting dirty and unsafe drinking water. Because of you, our team has been blessed by 7 years of incredible friendship and partnership. Because of you, supporters that bring us so much joy to this work. And I know I speak on behalf of the entire Charity Water team when I say it has been such a journey to have walked alongside you over the years, and we could not be more grateful. You will forever be a part of the Charity Water family, and if there's ever anything that you need, please let myself, Scott, the team know we're always here for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You have been amazing. We're so grateful for you, and we just are looking forward to all that is to come. Appreciate you so much and love you guys.
Hi, Rain City Church. Wow, it is difficult to put into words how grateful we are for your incredible partnership over the past 7 years. Because of you, thousands of lives have been forever changed in Ethiopia. Hundreds of families have hope and the opportunity for a brighter future. Thank you for caring so deeply and giving from your hearts. Wishing you all the best, and may you be blessed for everything you have done for families in Ethiopia.
Hi, Rain City Church. On behalf of All God's Children International, I just want to thank you for the last decade of partnership. Because of you, thousands of vulnerable children have been able to find a pathway to family and independence. Because of your generosity and support, we have been able to see this healing and transformation come to both children and families. We cannot thank you enough for what you have made possible. And as you venture out into this next journey, we just want you to know that we will forever be grateful for all that you have made possible.
Wow, what an amazing impact. We are so honored to be able to partner with these great organizations in this work over the last 10 years. And if you're looking for a place to continue investing into, we strongly recommend that you direct your tithes, offerings, and tax-deductible year-end giving to our friends at AGCI, Charity Water, and Water for Good. Those links are attached.
Our mission at Rain City is to help you experience God in the everyday, because God's presence is with us all day, every day, not just for an hour on Sunday. So we want to encourage you to continue to lean into that reality, and so we've created a PDF of some of our favorite resources and people to learn from to help you further your spiritual journeys.
We sincerely wish that we could have told you all of this news face to face, as this is not an ideal way to say goodbye. But this is the reality of where we're at in our world today. But we do want to invite you to one final farewell gathering on Monday, April 19th at 7 p.m. at Life Church in Kirkland, so that we can come together as Rain City Church one last time and have a good cry, make sure that we all have each other's cell numbers, and celebrate these last 10 incredible years.
As we end, we want to leave you with our gratitude.
First off, Marissa and I want to thank our kids, Liam, Finn, and Harper. You woke up super early, you helped us set up, you stayed at church late, you put up with us talking to literally everyone, and coped with unrealistic expectations that were being put on you.
You ate late lunches, knew your parents would be exhausted every Sunday afternoon, and loved us anyway. You fed each other, served in our kids' classrooms without being asked, held and rocked babies, went to just about every service, smiled at strangers, befriended new kids, helped us brainstorm, vacuum, stack chairs, watched other kids while we tore everything down. We saw all that you did and gave, and we couldn't have done this without you.
We love you so much. We also want to say a special thanks to those of you that took a giant leap of faith and helped us start Rain City Church when we asked you 11 years ago. To the first ones who really never said yes, we just told them they were doing it. To Joe, Amy, Noah, Ollie, and Simon Chang. To Mike, Angela, Eli, and Cooper Weir. Josh, Brooke, Jackson, Carter, and Stella Fry. Melissa Assingweary and Christy Downs. You all gave so much, and we will never forget it. And there's so many others that we wish that we had the time to thank.
And thank you to the current board and everyone that has served on the board through the years. Thank you to everyone who has ever served on staff at Rain City Church. Thank you to all of you who have served so sacrificially over the years.
Thank you for your outrageous generosity. Thank you for loving people so well and teaching us about what that looks like. Thank you for allowing us to be a part of so many special moments in your life.
From the weddings to the funerals,
from baby dedications to baptisms,
from hospitals to house parties,
from Sunday services to rowdy outdoor concerts. Thank you. Thank you for allowing us to be. Thank you for allowing us to be a part of so many special moments in your lives. We are truly honored. We are exhausted, but we are honored.
And so, as our parting words to you, we want to encourage you to keep experiencing the incredible presence of God in the everyday moments of your life.
So keep loving one another well and keep investing generously into God's kingdom.
And as you do these things, your lives will look more and more like love and more like Jesus every day. We love you, Rain City Church. Thank you for these incredible last 10 years. And for one last time, goodbye.